Over the last 2 years, millions of us have been protesting and advocating for the restoration of our God-given rights. In every continent and country, we've all been pushing back any way we can. The world has never united under a common cause like this in human history. But they have ignored us, dismissed us, and used force and coercion. Unelected bureaucracies like the World Health Organization and the World Economic Forum are trying to centralize and digitize everything. It's time for them to go away.
The future is built by us.
It's time for a global event to send a clear message. We are not exchanging our freedoms for a false sense of security. Do you remember what the world used to be like when we had
freedom to be equal before the law,
freedom to make your own medical choices,
freedom to work without mandated medical procedures,
freedom of speech,
freedom from censorship,
the freedom to protest,
freedom of movement,
freedom of expression,
freedom of political communication,
freedom of worship,
freedom to travel.
What a different world it is now.
Now you're individuals who are literally going against your oath to fight against peaceful people.
I love how people talk about personal freedom.
It's time for the governments around the world to hear our voices and leave us alone. We are not their puppets. We are not their test dummies. We elected them to execute our will, not to enforce tyranny under the guise of public health. So, what can we do that they cannot ignore? What can we do to bring governments to the negotiating table? A global walkout and convoy to our capital cities around the world on the same day. They cannot ignore that. We are calling this the global walkout. A walkout from work, from school, and from participating in the tyrannical society they're trying to slow boil us into. To the governments around the world, we have this message for you. Every day, we are living more in knowledge and less in fear. Every day, the number of people willing to say no to you grows. Every day, we become more united, more courageous, and more unstoppable. Stop fighting against us and start working with us.
We are the 99%!
We have experts ready and willing to replace the ones that have led you astray with inaccurate models and fear-based pseudoscience. They will continue to use fear and coercion to manipulate us into complying to things we don't want. So why not draw your line in the sand now?
This was the moment when surveillance started going under the skin. Because really we haven't seen anything yet.
For all the information about this global event, go to www.reignitefreedom.com. And we will announce the walkout dates once we have enough pledges worldwide. So sign up now so we can walk out soon. We will all be together soon in our capital cities to celebrate our freedom, strength, and unity. Because after all, in the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed, it must be achieved. Together, we can and will reignite world freedom.